Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, aka Daniel Kuhn, back with a new video. Are black people being hunted in America? There's a statement that's constantly made whenever you hear of a black individual that's been shot and killed by whether it be a white individual or a white cop. That blacks are being hunted in America. They're being gunned down the streets. They got a target. They got a target with their back on it. Um, these racist white uh, people, these racist cops, these rednecks, they're constantly doing what they can to hunt down and kill a nigger. Killing niggers out here. That kind of BS. And I disagree with it wholeheartedly for several reasons. One, to say that black people being hunted currently in 2020 is doing a great disservice to those who actually face true terror and during the Jim Crow era, during Reconstruction. It does a great service to them because uh, those horrific acts that people are talking about today. On an even higher level. You see photos of blacks that have been beaten down by lynch mobs, that have been hanged, that have been burned alive. Have had their bodies dismembered. Yeah, that's they. What's going on now is nothing like what was going on in the past. This country has come a long way, a lot longer than many people give it credit for. It has come a long way to get away from that kind of activity. So I think throwing that term around, being hunted, is it does, like I said, it does a great disservice to those who actually face true terror at the hands of predatory individuals or groups. A second reason why I disagree with that phrase, black people being hunted down. It's always common to point out, like white Southerners as being the ones who are, pushing this rhetoric that blacks are violent, um, that they need to be put down, that they can't be, uh, they should be defenseless, and this, that, and the other. From personal experience, many people who have taught me how to shoot, many people I've gone shooting with, many people who have taught me about different types of ammunition, many people have taught me about history of different firearms, different weapon, about books on weaponry. Have been the same white Southerners that they go on about. In fact, this shotgun I have was tucked away for about a month by one of these same quote unquote rednecks. He probably would call himself a redneck and be okay with it. That's which is cool. But yeah, by the same people who they would stereotype as being a racist white Southerner. This guy, he helped. Shout out to you, Brad. He saved this for me at a gun shop. And he said, I know the perfect person who would like this. It was already cut down, but I put my own personal touches on it. Why would someone who fits that fits that stereotype help someone like me be armed? Be someone who can actually stand on their own and defend themselves if faced by one or multiple violent attackers. Whenever I go to a gun show, it's it's like primarily like 90-95% old white guys who are all very happy to talk to me. Who are all very happy to talk to anyone who looks like me. The only they could say that they have the only thing they could say they have reservations for are people with a particular attitude, people with a particular demeanor that just makes them question whether they would want to sell them even a broken 22 pistol. you know they're very welcoming. So this whole stereotype about white Southerners, and just itching to kill a nigger is stupid. It's very stupid. You know, like I said, I've lived this. I've lived down here for long enough to be able to make, be able to come to a conclusion about the people in this state, people in this culture, and I can say that Southern hospitality is alive and well. You know, every now and then you may hear a "bless your heart," something to that effect, but many of them are eager or happy, more than willing to teach black people how to shoot. You know, because they didn't agree with the horrible stuff that went on in the past, and they don't want people to be defenseless. So yeah, I gotta give them props for doing that. Another reason why I disagree with that goes back to this. Goes back to the fact that that people can buy these. Black people can buy guns. Black people can defend themselves. They can get training. They can get a CWP, or if they're fortunate enough to be in a constitutional carry state, they can carry openly concealed, halfway, however they want to. They can do that. Why they choose not to do it, that's on them. They probably bought into the idea that black people shouldn't own guns because somehow it benefits white supremacy. I don't know how. I don't know how an armed black individual benefits, predatory individuals, but it does somehow in their minds, Or I heard this before. The Second Amendment wasn't made for black people. They said it was made so that states can have a way they can form militias to quell uprisings. Well, let's say that is true. Let's say that is the case. It hasn't happened. It's still a matter of this. This is something that's now available to everybody. It may have been like that in the past, which it definitely wasn't. It was not like that. Was not the reason behind the Second Amendment being adopted. But if that's an argument they want to go with, wouldn't that be even greater reason to black people be armed? If it's true that you're saying that it gives license to states to create their own militias to shoot black people, then shouldn't black people get armed? Shouldn't they be armed even more heavily if that's the case? But no, we just hear these stories of black people being easily killed, due to either their being defenseless or their temperament is not strong enough to be able to back out of a situation when they could have and be alive, stay alive, stay free. If you get fed this nonsense long enough about being a victim of white supremacy over and over and over again, and not just that, but not only and not be able to question it. Yeah, you're likely not going to pick up. You're likely not going to pick up anything to defend yourself. You're going to say that you're going to feel hopeless. You're going to say that someone else should be doing it for you. Surprisingly, you're going to call on the same people who are supposed to be oppressing you to defend you. I think it's a KRS-One line where he said that overseer turned into officer, something to that effect. I mean, well, it's true. I mean, hey, if these overseers are the one who are terrorizing you, and that translates to officers terrorizing you, then why make yourself defenseless? What do you gain from it? What is it to gain from being a perpetual victim? By the way, victims are dead. If you're still alive, you're a survivor. You lived, and that's what you should focus on. So that's why I don't buy into the whole black people being hunted down because they can do something because they can do something about it if that's true. They could defend themselves. They can get training. If they don't want to get training from other white people, other black people will teach them how to shoot. Black Guns Matter is a thing. Shout out to Torre. I hope I said his name correctly. Yeah, it's there's never, I don't know if there's ever been a greater time that black people have been able to find ways of defending themselves. Against these boogeymen that are out there. But again, if you're constantly being fed this groupthink that this one group is out to get you, but you should depend on a segment of that same group to defend you, and you shouldn't do anything on your own. Yeah, it's gonna fuck with your head. You know, you can be steered. You can be steered in all kind of wild directions from from that kind of from that way of thinking, and it's sad. It's unfortunate. But many of us don't. Many of us haven't bought into that lie. Many of us they didn't drink the Kool-Aid. So yeah, I don't agree with the phrase that black people being hunted, being hunted down by white racists. No, there are unfortunate incidents that have been going on. That could have gone a different way had everyone had in their mind that they have a choice. They have the power to make a choice. They have options available to them. And then if the options that are available to them doesn't seem viable, then make new options for themselves. So that's that. But please tell me what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I love to read everyone's comments. Please share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to help with the channel, just go to my homepage on YouTube. Look for the Give Up That Cheese button. It'll take you to PayPal. You donate any amount you would like. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see what I can do to address them. Well, that's my video. Our blacks hunted down in America. I'm Edward Jones, aka Daniel Coon. You guys take care, be safe, and God bless.